A dangerous and deadly weekend finally over. Metro Atlanta endured shootings and robberies and other crimes all during All-Star Weekend, and now police are tasked with finding those responsible for causing the chaos. Team coverage on the crime as well as the packed clubs, bars, and restaurants that we saw over the weekend. And we begin with CBS 46's Ashley Thompson. Ashley.
Rick, police admit it was a wild weekend, but they are not ready to blame the All-Star game for it just yet. They are now investigating who was involved in these crimes, whether they lived here in Atlanta or if they were from out of state. But police say this trend, this uptick in shootings, happened well before this weekend. Around 9 this morning, police found 2 men shot multiple times at an apartment building downtown.
I know right away it was a gunshot because it kept going time to time, like pow, 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 pow.
It's the latest in a series of shootings in Atlanta. Around 2 a.m., police found a car on fire in northwest Atlanta with a man dead inside. And last night, officers responded to a shooting on Oak Street where they found 1 man injured and another dead.
I mean, you want to be safe wherever you lay your head, so it's kind of dangerous.
The weekend brought at least a dozen shootings, including this one at a gas station on Piedmont and John Wesley Dobbs, and this one between neighboring business owners on Whitehall Street.
I believe one of them was a restaurant. The other is some type of lounge.
Sergeant Jarius Doherty with APD says officers are not ready to point the finger at out-of-towners who were here for All-Star Weekend.
Another thing that we learned this past weekend is, it didn't seem necessarily unique. I think last weekend there were quite a number of shootings as well.
How do we change that? Because we talk to people down here and they're just kind of fed up with the violence. And 2 weekends in a row, how do you change the trend?
Well, I mean, we can't be everywhere at all times. So I think for people to just come to a point where they can have better conflict resolution, come to a point where they can have crucial conversations to get them through tough situations can go a long way. And police tell me there is no one reason why shootings are up, but like you heard, they say a lack of conflict resolution is partly to blame. They say most of these shootings are domestic or they are between people who know one another. Again, these shootings from over the weekend, at least a dozen of them remain under investigation. For now, I'm live in Atlanta. Ashley Thompson, CBS 46 News.
Ashley, thank you.